presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Phil in Puerto Rico. Hey, Phil, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, doing great. Just wanted to thank you guys and the whole crew. Best content on the internet. Really appreciate everything you guys are doing.
We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Phil, how did you find us?
I just typed in live trading in YouTube one morning.
Cool.
I was looking for any type of live trading room. You guys came up, and
awesome.
I know quality when I see it, or at least I like to think so. And I mean, you guys are just a dream. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Welcome to the Tiger family. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us.
My pleasure.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great day and a great week. It's cold in Florida today, folks. 57, but it's a damp 57. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, folks, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you're alive. It says to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 232, Nasdaq up 94, S&P's up 16.5, gold contract up $6.30, traded at $18.28 an ounce. We got silver up 10 cents, $23.18 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $2, $89.24 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year down 10 ticks, trading 126.18. The 30 off 22 ticks at 152.26. We have the 10-year hitting 1.95. The 10 years on an ABC down, folks, about 124.15. That's going to bang this baby over 2%. And we'll have some headline news numbers that were over 2%. King Dollar's up 204 ticks. That's having a hard time holding price once again. You're at 95.603. Euro's at 114. Yen's at 115.50. And the British pound is at 135 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? So we take a look at this S&P out here. You got a sideways move out here today. You got 54 million, which is not a lot of volume. We'll see which way this is going to go. Let's just take a look at it intraday and see if we can figure this out. So intraday out here. Okay, so there she is. Intraday. Whoops, let's do it this way. There we go. Okay, so contract volume. No, this is okay. So this is the SPY. So that's 1.6 million. 1.3 million, and we are, what is that, 09? Okay, so that's going to be a rejection. Yeah, it's going to be a rejection with lower price. Okay, this is going to be interesting, man. This is going to have a chance to actually run higher into the close. Let me pull up the futures for a second. SH. Futures are up 1950. I think we just saw this bottom come in. So it looks like it got to a lower low, and it doesn't look like it's going to have the juice behind it. So the last bar had 29,000. I was going into 32. Yeah? Yeah, what this did, watch how this recharges itself, man. Okay, so we came into 33. First time we came in was 31, then 26, and then 29, and now it wants higher price. So this is going to be kind of cool. Let's watch it out. Okay, so we take a look at that's your S&Ps. We go into the NASDAQ composite. We take a look at the NDX 100 and NDX 100 here. So this one's clean, man. Yeah, NDX wants higher price, man. Okay, so check it out. We came down, so pitch it. The buy you're going into number one is 15,885. You came into that with 11,000. And then you rejected it with 10. Yeah, we're going higher, man. I use 10-minute bars, folks, okay? So this is, you want to look at this one. This is about as clean as you can get, meaning the contraction was just dramatic. And what I do is you just take your crossbars, right? And you basically put it in and say, okay, every 10-minute bar, how are you coming? How many more sellers are there than buyers? And once, you get that contraction, guess what? Then the other side of it says, okay, I want top side once again, which is exactly what I suspect we're going to get. Gold contract out here still needs more volume. We got the price going with us. We're going to have a little more volume than yesterday. Yesterday we had 133,000 contracts. We got, let me check it. We got 134 right now. And we did 140 yesterday. So we'll probably do 150 or something. I'd like to see more. We should be banging out about 200,000 contracts. That's the reality. Silver, we take a look at the silver market out here. What we have with silver right now is up 11 cents. We are trading 45,000 contracts. That's not bad. Yesterday, I believe it was 56 or something. Let's see what we have there. Yeah, we had a lot more yesterday. 59. So silver does have some juice. Dollar, king dollar. So let's take a look at this, because what you have with king dollar, it's losing its king status out here. Well, we had king dollar got up to 95.750 today. That was over the highs of the last 2 days, but guess what? It's under the highs of both of them right now. King dollars, I suspect what we have here with king dollars, that's an ABC structure on the way down. And the bond market, the 10-year note, is an ABC structure on the way down. Pretty clean one, too. That broke lower, and it broke. Now, it broke lower. It had the volume on the break. Today, there's not a lot of volume. They're not buying it, but there's not a lot of volume. The volume on the break had 2.1 million contracts, taken out 1.9 million contracts. Today, now you still got 1.3 million contracts. So I suspect lower prices are going to continue coming at us in the note and bond market, which means higher rates. We get Peloton, that's up $7.50 out here. Advanced Micro is up $3.50. You get Apple up $3. We have Select Quote down $3. Look at that, man. That got, what happened here? Look at this. You hear all these ads all the time with Select Quote. They just got cut in half. Insurance agency company provides legal protection. Let's see what happened. They went to a low today of $252. Select Quote peers plunge after sales outlook. Shares plunged 61% of record low after the insurance agency's revenue forecast trailed average analyst estimates. City size. This is really strange, man. Insurance rates have gone up so dramatically, folks, okay? It's amazing. So I'm not quite sure how Select Quote can lose money, because it seems like anything and everything that you're insuring these days has gone up like 30%, like overnight, man. I mean overnight, no doubt about it. Dow Industrials right now up 353. You get the Nasdaq up 148. S&Ps are up 32. Just wants to run into the close, folks. Stay right there. We'll come right back. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming back. Beautiful thing.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up 351. We got the Nasdaq up 152. S&Ps are up 34. That thus far, we'll see how we get into this close, folks. But thus far, that's a gain inside the Nasdaq of 1%, Dow 1%, and the S&Ps 0.3%. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as you do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil has an outstanding show here every trading day. 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. Also, is a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, it's very easy to get The Opening Call, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see it right under featured content. You just hit the subscribe button to The Opening Call. You can get The Opening Call for 1 month for $149. You can get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%. Get it for a year for $1195, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. When you come over and you subscribe, folks, you're going to see that Basil has about 11 to 12 archives on there. You'll really get to understand the markets. You're going to really get to understand the Chapman wave. And guess what? You get it for 30 days. It works for you. Awesome. You just continue to get it. If for some reason it doesn't work for you, folks, you get your money back. So check it out. We got a trader's market out here in a big way. Got a lot of different trades. You got a lot of different waves running back and forth. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing there?
Yeah, you know, I can't complain because, you know, it's colder. Well, it might not be. It's 57 here today. What is it up there? Like 37 or 57?
No, I think it's gone to about 40, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's just what you get used to. You know, for us, when we go from 0 degrees to 40, that's great.
Exactly. And I'm just a baby.
And your blood gets used to it. I remember when I came from South Africa a long time ago, having grown up where the winters are exactly the opposite of here, where it's very short winter, but it can be very cold and very damp. And there you weren't set up with heaters and everything like today. So the winters I found really cold, even though they were short. So it's what your blood gets used to, I guess.
Yeah, it is. There's no doubt. So your blood gets used to. How about our heads getting used to where we are in this market, Basil?
So this is really fascinating. Look, I like to use some very simple techniques. I use some complex ones, but basically what we're looking at is we try to identify the lowest low and then look for higher highs. We label the alphabetically on the way up. When we get to the fourth highest peak, Peak A, peak B, peak C is 3, peak D is the 4th one. As you saw right here, 36,952 in the Dow on the 5th of January, tumbled down to 33,150. But that was only 2 legs down. They went to a trough B. That's usually a good sign that if there is a bounce, you're going to bounce quite well. So what I've been anticipating, and we still call along from a long time ago, trying to add to the Dow, the diamonds, because I think what's happening is, you see this, I've got this little narrow channel right here. Basically, I consider this a wedge. It's like a declining, expanding cone. So you make lower highs and much lower lows. And at some point, it makes it kind of a base, and then it turns around and tries to tackle the resistance line. What I usually do is within the resistance line, I draw just 2 little lines, and that's like a repellent zone. And look how many times the Dow has been repelled from this. All of a sudden, we were touching it earlier this morning or by midday, and then there was a sharp pullback over 100 points from the high, and then you got the second burst of energy. Now, what's really important about the second burst of energy is that if there is a break above this trend line, then all of a sudden the repellent zone becomes the propellant zone, and that's really what you want to see. So I'm going to make it as simple as possible. The Dow's at 35,440. If at any point there is a close, now I like often to see it pop up. You can pull back, but I want to see it make a leg. In this case, I want to see trading at the 35,600 area, which is not too far from here, but we've got a lot of things going on this week. But if there is, then all of a sudden, I think we're going to start to see a leg C to the upside above 35,679. And that'll probably take the stochastic above 80%, the MACD strong, and probably that will also turn the 9-period moving average positive by crossing the 14-period moving average. I'm talking about the daily chart. So the Dow is kind of, our focus has been on the Dow and the Dow type stocks. We are along the S&P. We're along the S&P. This is the SPYV. So this is the most, for me, I had never really looked at this before, but for the last couple of weeks, I've been saying, well, actually more than that, I've been saying value has been coming back. So we decided we would go into the value part of the S&P, and it seems to be holding now, even as we're looking at, this is up 0.65%, and the SPY is up 0.69. So it's in parallel, but I wanted to see how this move to either cyclicals or value is going to unfold. So we've got a mixed portfolio. We only have long positions. We don't have any short positions, not even thinking of it right now. And the other thing that's very important is, I've been saying to subscribers, why on earth would we see the iShares broker-dealer and security ETF rallying so sharply near the 116.25 all-time high? We've been long since the 45s back in 2020 at the low, but we're trying to add through, we've added through Schwab, and this is also acting very well. It's almost coming back to the previous high of the 14th of January of 95.62. And here's the thing that I want to discuss with you. We've seen so many stocks and indexes go to within pennies of the previous high and then pull back. If they're able to push, I would say not just above, but have a couple of closes above. Like, look, the crude oil back in October of 2018. Let me just pull this up. Yeah, back in 2018, made a high of 85.65, plunged down to $7.61. We know all about that back in April of 2020. But look what it did. It came all the way back to I think it was 93. Let me just give you the figure. So what's happened is, 93.17. This is a continuous contract. That's quite a bit above the 85. So that says to me that even though I've got a very short-term, near-term, let's say, potential pullback coming here in the crude oil, the fact that it's closed a couple of times above that previous high of the October of 2018 kind of says that you look at the weekly, and my weekly charts in the XLE and the crude oil are only in leg C. So this is such a complex market, because if you're looking at, you were talking about the QQQ, but look at the QQQ, how it's been underperforming. Even here, look, 4 days, it's just been in a little narrow wedge. It's actually a rectangle. So we've been very selective. We've remained long the DBA, which is the commodity index. We've, in a way, kind of avoided the whole area of the tech sector, like the Qs. We're going for value. We're going for cyclicals. If you look at the SLX, look at the way the silver ETF is acting. Look at this, a very nice rally. Is it going to get to the left side high? It's at 57.25. Is it going to get to this first left side high of 58 and break out? So those are the questions. So I love the market as we're looking at it right now, but it is extremely selective. And you had spoken about the bonds. If you look at the JNK, and I always say the fourth highest peak D is where you've got to be careful. In the monthly chart, it made a high at about 110. It's now trading at 104. So we're going to watch these bonds really close. This Barclays high yield bond.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. You got a prison company out there today, folks. The people that feed the prisoners and the phone calls, we know that's a big scandal. The bottom line, they're paying 11.5% for money today. Like, really? Yeah, exactly. Wow. Listen, folks, real easy to get Basil's newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. Hit that opening call. Basil, you have a great one. Safe one. We look forward to a show tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks.
Are you having fun trading the markets, but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 344. We get the NASDAQ up 143. S&Ps are up 30. Let's go take a look at Hartford Financial, HIG. Let's see, HIG. Okay, so the low end of this for the year is 48, the high 78. Right now we're trading out at 72.96. Okay, so you got a nice pop today. Let me put this in a weekly for a second. Okay, so the weekly. Well, the weekly, this thing wants to test its high. Look at this. So you can see that. Look at this last week. See that last week? That last week's bar, 32 million shares going into 8 million, and the high out here is 8 million. Is that right? Yeah, it is. No, it's 12 million. 12 million going into 8. So that's saying it wants to go to its high because you're pushing the swing and you're pushing the swing with volume. Now, there's a question about an ABC structure. And what would happen? Oh, I see what's happening. That's the B, but let's see if this might not have been an ABC here because let me just see how much it retraced. So what happens with an ABC, it can't retrace more than a 0.618 of the move. Yeah, and it did. So what ends up happening here is that this is not an ABC right here because what you had is that when this thing went down, it went down to more than 0.618. But the way this is trading, man, this is saying that, yeah, it wants to break topside and go test that high out there, which is $78. That's how that's kind of lined up. If we go take a look at inside the oil market, CVX, and oil's taking a breakout here today, and I expect what you're going to see, you'll build a little cause. I mean, you know, you only can go so high for so long, that's for sure. Okay, but this is a monster ABC up. Let me do this first. Let me get the price projection. I forget what it was. 130. Yeah, so $20. So you got a 144, right? Now you got a 142 price projection, and you hit 139.63. So more than likely, that ABC probably finished. That's how that's set up. And yeah, you're pulling back with light volume. This wants higher price. You know, let me pull this back, I'll put it on a monthly here. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I remember this yesterday, okay. Yeah, this is going a lot higher, man. Yeah, I wouldn't be, you know, well, you always got to be worried about the positions you're in, but that's a good looking setup, man. Let's take a look at, okay, one, and there's a couple more out here. Yeah. Global. There it is. Okay, MTEK. MTEK. Okay, so let's see. This is operates intelligent video transmission technology. The company designs, develops high-end digital video and audio products. The low is today 210. The high is 338, and they don't make any money. They don't even gross any money. So yeah, let's take a look at this. You know, so it always blows my mind, folks, when they bring up public companies and they don't even take $1 million in gross. I mean, yeah, there's nothing I can do for you on this. It's evidently it's a brand new stock. It's probably a reverse merger. Let's see. Okay, issue information. Shares offered. 4.2 million at $4.20. I don't know. They took some of the cleaners. I don't know if you're in there pumping or what, man. There's nothing behind that stock. You know, it's not even close. Let's go take a look at the Dow Industrials and see inside the Dow Industrials what's moving it out here today. Because as Basil was talking about, folks, if you're in front of the screen this morning, it was amazing. The Dow was down 102 seconds, and then bang, it just blew it away like nothing. Amgen's the big mover out here today. That's up 114. That's putting 114 positive points into it. United Health, 67. American Express, 40. Home Depot, 28. Chevron, 14 negative. Nike, 12 negative. Merck, 4. That's about it. PFE, Pfizer came out with numbers, making a fortune, but the bottom line is that they wanted to make even more. Now, it did reject lower price, but you can see Pfizer's trading at 51.53, and, you know, don't buy into this baby, because this baby wants to fill that gap down at $44.43. That's how that baby's set up right now. You know, it came off the high of $61. First time down to 49.81. That had volume of 59 million. And what you're going to see out here today, we're going to probably get the same 59 or 60 million. And if that's what you get, the bottom line is that that goes to lower price. BLNK. Let's see what we got here with BLNK. Is this Blink Charging? Operates electric vehicle charging stations. The low is $17, the high 60. This is trading at $21.49 right now, and they expect to do $6 million this quarter. They're still losing money. There's no doubt about that. And if we take a look at this, okay, this doesn't do much if we take a look at it. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, it's pretty interesting, actually. All right, okay, so see, this thing took off like a rocket ship June of 2020. Gets all the way up to $64. Did take out the swing point. This is crucial. It took out the swing. Got another, this is, you can take a flyer on this. Bottom line is that, this can make it up to that 64 again. The Kickoff, let me put this on a weekly for a second. When you have something like this, what you want to do is that you put the buy in, and then simultaneously, I would put the sell in, because you can see intraday out here, the stock can trade 10 to 20 points all day long, 16 points. Yeah, this is a real personality stock. So, I can see why you want to be in it, because the bottom line, if they get it going again, you can get some real action. Let's go to David in Chicago. Hey, David, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good. You staying warm there?
Oh, man, it was freezing. I would just, they said it was in my bear suit, and it was. No, it was just cold.
Yeah.
I'm a baby anyway. It doesn't matter. It's 57 and it's damp, so I feel like I'm in Boston right now. But that's all right. We only have a few more weeks of this weather, and it will be all right.
Yeah, we've been like single-digit kind of wind chill for forever. Like it's like 15, just brutal,
Yeah, walking down Rush, forget it, man. I've been there many times. Trust me, that's the great name for your city, though. There's no doubt. There's no doubt that coming off, it's Lake Michigan you're on, right? Is it Lake Michigan?
Yeah, Lake Michigan. Yeah, no, there's no doubt. If you get, you just take the train downtown, you get off, and the wind is, blowing you over. It's definitely, where the name came from for sure. So.
Totally. So Facebook, right?
Yeah, I figured you probably had a million people ask you, but I missed where you might have been talking about it. So I was in the house of pain, so I was curious.
Yeah. The low's 216, the high's 384. It's trading at 218. Now, it looks to me, I brought this up a couple days ago. Here, just stay right there. We'll go over Facebook as soon as we come back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 341. Nasdaq is up 152. S&Ps are up 31. We'll come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now, 385. We get the NASDAQ up 175. S&P's up 38. We're talking with our man Dave from Chicago, and we are talking Facebook. So we take a look at Facebook out here. You know, the bottom line for the low for the year is right now. When we say low for the year, by the way, folks, it's the last 52 weeks. 216, it hit today. High is 384. We're trading out at 220. So, Dave, I'm going to put this on a monthly first because it's pretty clear what this is trying to do. We take this on a monthly, and what you're going to see is that you're coming down to a floor. You know, what we hit today is that we hit the top of that floor. The top of that floor would have been going back to July of 2018. The high of that was $218.42. So we hit the 216 today. Now that's one portion of it, and it looks to me like the second one is right there, which is 197. See those two bars, those big volume bars? That's what this thing is heading for. You know. So the real question is that okay? You know, do you get a turnaround right here? You know, it might be worth a shot. That's the real bottom line, because there's no doubt. They still make a fortune, and they're going to make a fortune. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, when you're looking at Facebook, folks, okay, this is kind of how I look at Facebook right now. When you look at Facebook, okay, if you think that the market's going to go higher, you better be buying Facebook, okay? Because Facebook is traded at 17.5 PE, and there's no equity out there that's making $40 billion trading it at 17 PE. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, the 197 is game. That's open, though. There's no doubt. That's open for a test. And most times what does happen is that equities normally go too high and too low. You know, when you take a look at this, what has happened so that was on the monthly. On the weekly, what you have happening is good, because what you need is this. Last week, we did 375 million shares. Well, it's going to be close, man. Once we're 2 days, that'll be 325. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be close right now to see whether this is actually going to be more volume or not. And what you'd love to see is that you'd love to see this close inside of 230, your 219 on a weekly basis, and have lighter volume. Because this volume, because of that bar last week, always has to get tested. That's how that shakes out. You know, listen, another way you can do this is scale into it. You know, that's another way. I mean, and the bottom line is no doubt about it. You know, they took in 33.7 billion in 90 days, and they brought $3.67 to the bottom line. So, you know.
Yeah, it always surprises me how quickly you can become upside down on a trade. I got into this foolishly right before earnings because I kind of was banking on the Google, what happened with Google's reporting, and it was a stupid move. I was feeling good about my account, and boom, got reminded how fragile it is. So.
Okay, so let's figure this out. So you got to work your way out of this account. So this is what I do, right? You gotta. I would, if that's what you're doing, what I would do, I would just hang tight there, and you got to be understanding that this thing can go to 197. And then if you get 197, then you got to figure out, okay, what do you want to do? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about selling it. I'm talking about, do you scale?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've had to dig myself out of holes before, so.
Yeah, exactly. So might take a while, but they seem to have everything going against them at this particular point. And the kicker was, there's no doubt about it, that that was the first time in their career that the growth didn't come. My son just gave me these numbers here, and they're pretty cool numbers. I mean, they still made $40 billion. Their active users went down from 1.93 billion to 1.92 billion. So they lost 500,000 daily active users. And I think one of the biggest things that were inside of that whole earnings call in general was that the aspect that Zuckerberg kept talking about TikTok. And young people are on TikTok, man. I mean, in a monster way. And, all the old dogs are on Facebook. So, Well,
I heard some people say that he was kind of talking really bad, too, because of all the heat they're getting for regulation and, to kind of show that they do have a lot. Like, he was kind of almost saying, kind of accentuating every negative you could think of.
Listen, there's a lot to be said about that. There's no doubt, man, because, as Kevin Hincks was saying to Tommy this morning on Tommy's show, it's like you don't have too many equities that both Republicans and Democrats can't stand. Okay,
funny, yeah.
It really is. So let's just what I have right now. I have the sellers up right now. Let's see who's really trying to dump this thing. That's okay. So here's the sellers. You got Janus, 1221. None of these are 22. And let me see the buyers for a second. Yeah, I don't see any new buyers in there. Yeah, you got a little road to hoe here. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say they're going to be in the penalty box for the next, couple quarters probably.
Well, what does happen is that when you have the type of price destruction that you had on that equity, it will take a while. Because first what ends up happening is that you have to get under the low, reject the low, and have lighter volume. And then when you do something like this, then you have to go sideways for 3, 4, 5 months. And trust me, it's not discouraging, okay? Because what happens, I remember the first time I ever heard this, folks, okay? I'm saying, what? 4 or 5 months, you crazy, man? Seriously. But guess what? It goes quick, and if it does build cause, so picture, first you get under the low, reject the low, you get above it. Then you normally have a small sign of strength, then you're going to go sideways. If you go sideways and start chopping sideways, that's what you want, because that is the building of a new position, and I can't picture large funds not building a huge position if, in fact, they don't think that, Facebook is going to continue to contract versus, go higher. But when you look at the rest of the tech stocks, man, the bottom line is that, this is very inexpensive, and we all might be here 6 months from now saying, why didn't we all buy it?
Yeah.
Because we know when they move, man, they move in a big way,
Right.
And then the point that you made about the Zuckerberg saying there's no doubt that, the more that his stock actually gets destroyed, the least amount of time that people will go after him, because he's saying, hey, what do you want, man? Facebook's over. And then all of a sudden they leave him alone and, takes off again.
I don't know if they can overcome the what Apple did with their security, though. I mean, some people said they can figure it out, but I don't know. I don't quite understand what they can do.
They won't overcome that. And with what we're talking about here, folks, is that if you have an iPhone, okay, you can put on it flat out that they can't follow you. So they have a problem with that because of the fact that even if you were not on Facebook, they were following you. So yes, for targeting advertising, that is a problem, no doubt. Cooking, man.
Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow up 365, NASDAQ up 156, S&P's up 34. We'll come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are you looking for a secured investment which pays you on a monthly basis? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be the program for you. The best rate on a 5-year CD in the country right now, according to Bankrate.com, is paying 1% per year or $1,000 per $100,000 invested. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly, on secured, high-value, buildable properties in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment is for 4 years, paying 7% per year or $7,000 per $100,000 invested. Your investment is secured by high-value real estate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Your investment can be anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000. Do you want to make $1,000 per year on $100,000 invested or $7,000 per year on a secured Tiger First mortgage? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be just the program for you. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly. For more information, you can call 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Rich in Oregon. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
The call.
Absolutely.
Doing good.
Good. So
hey, I've listened to you and your crew talking about interest rates, etc. How do you view what's going to happen to a company like Invitation Homes with rising interest rates?
Okay, hold it. Do you want to bring up American Homes or Invitation Homes?
American Homes for Rent, AMH.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is the different animal here, and I'm going to do this. I'll be able to get this done quick for you. So what American Homes started doing, folks, is this, is that they're building their own homes, okay, build to rent. And you can see I have this up on the Bloomberg, and they're claiming that the bottom line is that they're going to get a yield of 6% once they're done, and that's basically 20% higher. This article is saying 20% higher than acquisitions, okay? Guess what, folks? Okay, now let's take a look at the chart for a second, because I'm going to show you something, because I'm in this business in a big way. Low's 28, the high's 44. You're at 38 right now. This equity here, first off, it wants to test that low that's out there, the 36. This is what's going on. So you picture something. The good thing about building a new house and renting it, okay, is that the fact of the matter is that, you know, bottom line, you know what you built and it can be there for a long time. The differential, and that's why I suspect this thing is lower, is that if you can get a house right now, folks, okay, because we're at the very beginning of inflation, you can't replace those values, man. So to me, and I've done both. I build a lot of new houses and I rent a lot of them, okay? But that's what I've always been doing. But I know what the difference is. If I can grab a house that that's a decent house, that replacement cost is huge. So I wouldn't be buying this right now. I mean, let this play out a bit, okay? Because their replacement costs for those new houses are more than they realized when they started it. Like 30% more. That's how much the cost of a house has actually gone up. Just the inside of a house for supplies. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Look at that. Jam that baby all the way up. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 o'clock in the morning. Great show. Look at him, folks.
Building wealth trading